Architects, leading the future in software development. We hope you enjoy this video covering the subject of artificial intelligence. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is AJ, and this is Architect News. Today, we have a special segment on artificial intelligence. We brought some guests along with the architects themselves, to go ahead and talk about that. Our first guest is going to be our one and only Mr. Farmer Brown.
Hi there, AJ. I'm real happy to be a part of this here and to help teach these kids about some AI. So, kids, what y'all know about that artificial intelligence? What about the history of it? Well, let me go ahead and break it down for you. So you might think that Siri and Bixby and Google Assistant would have been the first AIs, but you're wrong. Like a lot of things, because you're young. You're still learning. You're going to be wrong about a lot of stuff. Heck, I'm still wrong about stuff. But anyways, one of the first written accounts of artificial intelligence was the Greek myth of Hephaestus. He was actually a blacksmith that created mechanical servants to do tasks for him. It's like he created one of them little vacuum cleaners to go and vacuum his living room while he was gone and he was at the store and stuff. So that's actually some of the history of AI.
Wow, thank you for that compelling history on AI, Mr. Farmer Brown. Now, we're going to go ahead and hand it off to the first architect, Christian, to talk about AI in video games.
A hot topic you may have heard about lately is that of machine learning. Machine learning refers to programming computer systems with the process to learn without being explicitly coded in. This is done by feeding the machine data and letting it interpret it in regards to the results. In the following example, there is a program given the Super Mario World video game to learn from. It has been programmed to understand that success or fitness is equal to how far the program gets to the end of a level and how quickly it can achieve this. The basis behind the program is that of evolution and potentially how our brain works by reacting to scenarios. The buttons are each represented as lines reading the game's objects, kind of like neurons and synapses in our brain. White is ground Mario can walk on, and black are enemies. The lines respond to seeing these objects by moving in a certain direction, jumping, or dying. It will continuously do this until some generations of the program have been found incredibly successful and will breed these into the next generation. The process will repeat, mixing these various trials, adding in mutations or new patterns until better ones are made. To some extent, this process mirrors evolution and shows to serve what we can possibly do as technology advances even more.
All right. Well, if these AIs are so smart and they could play video games, can they see? I bet they can't. Well, we'll go ahead and have Dom talk about that now, won't we?
Just like humans, computers and AI have been given the capability to see. Although they're not quite as advanced as us, computers can see, understand, and describe images at the level of a toddler. Sounds kind of simple, right? Not exactly. You see, the computer has to go through very large amounts of data just to figure out if something is an apple or a cat. The computer sees an image and matches an object's edges, coordinates, and hues to hundreds of thousands of other objects it has information about. Pretty cool, huh? Computer vision is used in tons of development today, such as self-driving cars, smartphones, and even Snapchat. Now, as awesome as Snapchat filters might be, the most revolutionary AI development that computer vision is integrated in is, without a doubt, robotics.
But what if robots were to get artificial intelligence? Would that be bad for all of humanity? Gabriel, can you explain that to us?
While earlier robot models were very limited in how much they could control their movement, now robots are much more advanced. Engineers have created programs that allow robots to adjust according to a given situation, just like humans do. Boston Dynamics created a robot dog, Spot Mini, that can open a door by itself. It even figures out how to overcome obstacles and keeps its balance when someone pulls it back. Pretty amazing, right? Another example is Sophia, a social robot created by Hanson Robotics. Sophia can hold conversations and learns more from talking with humans. Sophia also makes jokes and can even make human facial expressions. The dozens of motor robots in her head work together with the skin of her face, which then work together with the software that tells her what emotions to express. All of this combined makes her look human. She really is an incredible innovation in technology.
Org, what about these artificial intelligence coming over and taking over the world?
Well, now, Mr. Narrator. Now, kids, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking The Matrix, you're thinking Terminator and Skynet. You may even be thinking GLaDOS from Portal. But evil AIs just don't pop up and take over the world. According to experts, there's really only two scenarios, one of which being, okay, yes, AIs can be programmed to do bad, but they can also be programmed to do good. But if they're programmed to do good, their methods of completing their goal may ultimately be very destructive, and that's very bad. But for the ones that are actually programmed to do good and do good right, it's awesome. We've all experienced it. If you guys have used Bixby, Siri, Amazon Alexa, or even Google Assistant, you've experienced interaction with AI. They can turn on lights, they can unlock your door, they can do all this sort of stuff, and it's super cool. Now, those are benevolent AIs, and that's kind of what the world is aiming for. Really, AIs are not inherently good or bad. It's really the coders behind the AI. They need to make sure that they're sticking to a set of rules when creating the AI that benefits all humanity. This has been Architect News. I want to thank you for watching on behalf of all architects. And please, everybody, keep in mind, artificial intelligence may be your friend, or it may not be. But more than likely, it's just there because it's not fully aware yet.